Hello, my name is Leonel Chiacchiarilli and welcome to the content overview of the course Science and Technology of Polyurethane Materials. Please let me give you a very brief personal introduction. I have a background in material science, holding a degree in materials engineering from the Sabate Institute in Argentina, as well as masters in material science from the Ohio State University in the United States. I also earned a PhD in innovative materials from the University of Perugia, Italy. Currently, I work as a researcher in Argentina and serve as a professor at both the University of Buenos Aires and the Technological Institute of Buenos Aires. My first encounter with polyurethanes was purely by luck because my PhD thesis just started with a European project which was specifically related to polyurethanes, particularly with thermosetting polyurethanes applied to high volume applications. From that time, I have been working in this field, specifically in R&D activities related to bio-based polyurethanes. Please feel free to check out my institutional presentation video as well as to visit my YouTube channel. As a researcher, one of the main activities that I perform has to do with teaching and of course learning. I have found that there is a need for courses in the polyurethane industry, particularly for people which want to start working in this field or other people which want to excel in their career. I hope that this course will help to fulfill this need. Whenever you have a doubt or concern about polyurethanes, don't hesitate to contact me. The great advantage of accessing this course has to do with that you will always have also access to various updates and that I will make continuously. This particular course is introductory and aims to help you understand the basic concepts of the science and technology of polyurethane materials. A final comment about the image that is here in the background. The image is designed to emphasize the ramification of this industry in the sense that polyurethanes cover a vast amount of industries, as we will see in this course. So, let's start with three basic questions which are essential for you to decide if you want to take this course. The first one is this course for you? Well, if you're a chemical distributor, designer, technician, engineer, scientist, which is starting to work in the polyurethane industry, this course will help you to excel in your career, and also if you want to explore new applications and materials. The concepts developed here are key for a broad understanding of the polyurethane industry, particularly from a technical point of view. Even if you are already working in the polyurethane industry, it is very important to understand the diverse applications and ramifications. So if you want to understand this industry as a whole, this is the right course for you. What about the prerequisites of the course? Well, the course is focused on the main audience and the concept can be acquired without any specific background. If you have, let's say, a chemical background, you will be able to understand more about polyurethanes. If you have a technical background, this course is perfect for you so as to understand the main concepts of the polyurethane industry. If you are a chemical distributor, this course will certainly help you to understand the different fields, the broad amounts of fields where the chemicals can be used. Please take into account that this is a beginner level course. I will not assume that you have a specific knowledge of the industry and the materials that are manufactured. On the other hand, if you are already working in this industry, please consider the fact that this course will help you to understand the polyurethane industry as a whole. What happens in most of the companies is that they focus only in the specific industry they are working on. For example, rigid polyurethane foams. You need to have a broader knowledge of the industry as a whole. So even if you are not an expert in, for example, the rigid polyurethane field, you will be able to learn a lot of other things from other industries. This concept reminds me of an anecdote from I was given a course in rigid polyurethane foam industry. In this field, it's common to avoid using certain types of isocyanates, specifically the TDI isocyanates. I recall that when I tried to introduce the key concept related to these isocyanates, there was a significant resistance to learning about them. However, not long after, one of the technicians approached me and said that by understanding these other isocyanates, they were able to solve a problem they had been struggling for several months. So let's take a look at the content overview. The course has a total of 10 sections. As you can see here, the first 2 sections, they deal with general aspects. These are like general aspects of polyurethanes. The following 3 sections bring focus into the materials and chemicals which are used in this industry, which are these 3 sections. The next section is about the structure property relationships of polyurethanes. The concepts developed here are key to understand why polyurethanes cover such a wide range of applications. Finally, the last 4 sections, here we have them, deal with the different applications or industries within the polyurethane market, such as flexible, rigid polyurethane foams, elastomers, adhesives, coatings, and waterborne polyurethanes. So let's briefly explain the content of one of the materials or chemical sections. For example, for the case of the isocyanate one. It involves a total of 10 lectures regarding the main aspects of isocyanates. We start with the main classes of isocyanates, followed by its main properties, and then we discuss the most relevant chemical reactions of isocyanates. Please take into account that we will not discuss the details of the chemical reactions, but rather we will emphasize on the main engineering aspects of each of the possible reactions and how these affect the properties of the resulting polyurethane. Let's talk about the structure of another section, in this case the rigid polyurethane foam one. We start with the general classification of the materials that can be developed, such as sandwich structural panels. We then talk about the isocyanates and polyols, which are mainly used to manufacture these materials, providing examples and specific trade names. We then talk about formulations. Rigid polyurethane foams are manufactured using what is called a system or a formulation, a concept which we will explain in detail in this lecture. Then we turn our focus into technologies. That is, by using these formulations, which technologies can be implemented so as to manufacture the material. For example, we talk about spray polyurethane foam, where the foam is sprayed in situ so as to generate a thermal insulation barrier. Finally, the section finishes with the microstructure of these types of materials. This last lecture is of paramount importance, and you need to understand how the microstructure of a rigid polyurethane foam is so as to improve the formulations and attain better properties. Well, let's hope that I can see you in the course. Currently the course is listed in Udemy, so if you want to take it, please feel free to use the following QR code. In addition, you'll find the link to the course in the description below. Thank you very much for your attention, and let's hope to meet you in one of my courses.